Let's talk about Russell Wilson's contract, making Mahomes' contract look that much better. Josh Gordon signing with the Titans, the Chiefs filling up their practice squad with 2 new additions, a tight end and a linebacker, and much freaking more. But first, how about those? What's up, guys? My name is Cole, aka the red-bearded, smooth-topped Chief Gawker, or sometimes known as the red, he said headed boss of KC barbecue sauce, but it's definitely the red-bearded boss of barbecue sauce. And I do daily news about the Kansas City Chiefs, so make sure to sub if you're new, hit that like button if you'd like me to scream Chiefs Kingdom in your workplace this Friday as loud as I can. And let's get into this video, starting with the fact that Patrick Mahomes' contract continues to look very nice, as Borat would say, as more QBs get their cute little deals done. The most recent being Russell, let's ride, Wilson. That's right, the Broncos and the nearly 34-year-old QB agreed to terms on a 5-year, $245 million massive extension, which includes $165 million guaranteed. Good Lord, and the deal now ties Wilson to Denver for 7 total years, until he's 40, and $296 million freaking dollars. And get this, Wilson is the highest paid Broncos player in history before he even takes one single snap for the franchise. I'm glad marijuana is recreationally legal there, because I can assure you with complete confidence that the Broncos management hit up a vending machine just prior to meeting with Wilson and his agent to get this deal done. This is actually hilarious, and I love every freaking bit of it. The only good news here about Wilson's deal is that both his contract as well as Kyler Murray's contract proved that Deshaun Watson's contract was a one-off, and that's how every GM in the NFL can now operate. Good, because nobody needs a 100% guaranteed contract. That is insanity. Now, where does that put Mahomes in the list of total overall guaranteed contracts? Let's look. Of course, Massage Watson is at number 1. With $230 million, 100% guaranteed. Idiots. Next on the list is Kyler, 5'5" Murray at $189.5 million. And then at number 3 is Russell, let's ride, Wilson at $165 million, which now bumps Aaron Rodgers to 4th with $150.7 million, Josh Allen to 5th with $150 million, and Patrick Mahomes to 6th with $141 million guaranteed. And as far as average annual value, it now looks as follows: Aaron Rodgers, $50.27 million, Russell Wilson, $49 million, Kyler Murray, $46.1 million, Deshaun Watson, $46 million, and Patrick Mahomes, $45 million. And if that wasn't good enough to look at regarding Mahomes' current deal, just wait until QBs like Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, and Lamar Jackson all get their little deals done. Their guaranteed and average per year will all likely be higher than Mahomes's as well, knocking this man closer to top 10 contract deals rather than top 5. So what does all this mean, you ask? Glad you did. It means the Chiefs and Mahomes were ahead of the times when he got his deal done, and it will continue reaping rewards as the years go by. That is, until Mahomes gets an extension done to actually keep up with the times here in a few years. But let's not talk about that right now. What we will talk about instead is Josh Gordon, because he officially signed with the Titans practice squad today, his agent confirming as much to Adam Schefter, and Jordan Schultz added to that by saying, biggest thing for the Titans was what type of shape is Josh Gordon in. John Robinson and company were satisfied when they saw him in person, and now Gordon gets another shot at the NFL. All right, well, a bit weird of a tweet, because of course he was in shape. He's been actively training, working out, doing preseason games with the Chiefs, and just recently went through Andy Reid's training camp. Anyway, there you go. Wide receiver Josh Flash Gordon is officially in his next chapter with the Titans practice squad. And now that Gordon is gone and Shane Buechele is on the 53-man roster, Buechele opted to steal his number. It's not really his, you know what I mean. Number 12, and that lets the rookie safety Brian Cook be able to keep number 6. What a nice man Shane Buechele. And you know who else is nice? Anybody on this planet, except for Raiders fans and Bartholomew Edward Scott. He's a former NFL player, no rings by the way, and currently a sports analyst for ESPN, and to me is simply the dumb who continually says stupid things about the Chiefs this offseason. Well, I have a nice little segment to share with you about Bart and Stephen A. Smith talking about the Chiefs, and Stephen is beside himself because good old Bartholomew is saying the Chiefs will not make the playoffs this year.
But you're going to sit up here with a straight face
you have
and talk about no playoffs?
What's their percentage of winning in the division?
They're winning the division. I give them a better percentage than I give anybody else. The Chargers ain't make the playoffs last year. Denver ain't been relevant since the Manning retired. Okay, the Raiders had to leave Oakland for us to even think about them.
Now, I know some of you don't like Stephen A. Smith. I get it. But listen, how can you not enjoy him trashing the rest of the AFC West? The Chokeland Faders had to leave Oakland in order to become a relevant convo again. Well, yeah, because Derek Carr is not going to be the reason why. Anyway, Steven wants to make sure it's crystal clear that Bart is saying what he thinks he is saying.
Are you saying that the Kansas City Chiefs ain't going to make that Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce? Hold on. Let me ask you the question. Are you saying they ain't making the playoffs?
I said it a month ago.
What?
I was just waiting for you to show up so I can look you in your eyes and tell you they were. I'm telling you to write it down, take a picture.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God is right. The Chiefs have made it to the playoffs 7 years in a row. 7. And since Mahomes became a starter, the worst he's done in the postseason is lose in the AFC Championship game. So now suddenly, because Tyreek Hill is gone, Devontae Adams is on the Raiders, and J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack are on the Chargers, the Chiefs just suck. Bart's reasons were because the Chiefs are one-sided, leaning heavily on Mahomes in the offense, but funny enough, he hasn't even seen the Chiefs defense play a single game in the regular season yet. And what's mind-blowing to me about all of this is Bart gets paid $4 million a year to sit here on TV and say stupid things like this. ESPN, hit me up. I'm a lot less expensive than this waste of money. I find it fitting to end the segment with this clip right here.
Patrick Mahomes, my brother from another mother, Travis Kelce. I wouldn't blame them if they never spoke to people like you again. I mean, the disrespect.
That's right. Keep your disrespect over there, you overpaid bum. And speaking of bums, Kurt Warner dropped a video today on Tua's sorry excuse for a pass that he threw to Tyreek Hill last preseason game. I think it was the opening play action pass. Bad pass, great catch. But Kurt Warner breaks this play down. He's very polite, but very savagely explains how bad of a pass it really was.
Now, here's something I want to show you guys. Okay, so a lot of people are going to say this is underthrown, and there's no question that it's underthrown.
A lot of you are going to say this is underthrown, and there's no question that it was underthrown. I like that. And then goes on to say that based on where Tua's feet are going, which is to the right, he loses power when his body is going one direction, but he's throwing in a different direction. Even if that direction is slightly different, it still affects the throw.
So again, you see where the ball's going, and then the ball just kind of dies on him. Doesn't have the power and strength. Some of this is technique. Some of this may be, I don't feel like I've got enough arm, so I'm going to try to put everything into it. And when we think that we're going to get more power on it, we lose power on it.
I think this is all because Tua knows he cannot throw that far and literally almost threw his arm out of socket trying to make it happen. This is a very underthrown football. No ifs, ands, or buts. And the reason why this was even a completion is because Tyreek Hill is an elite wide receiver. And I know some of you are sitting there wondering, why on earth, Cole, are you talking about this? And my answer is twofold. One, because I'm freaking petty and these types of things bring me the utmost delight. And two, Tyreek asked for it. You can sit there and say Tua is the most accurate QB in the league, but when you see passes like this, it's a bit suspect to believe that. But maybe it is true, as long as the pass is 10 yards or less, because this pass was absolutely horrible, and you cannot change my mind. But enough of that. Let's move on to some practice squad news, as today the Chiefs signed 2 more players officially, filling up their practice squad to the brim, all the way up, 16 of 16 for now. Linebacker Elijah Lee is still on there and is said to be the guy who will move up to the 53-man roster once tight end Blake Bell is placed on IR. So that should be happening here soon, but again, for now, the practice squad is full as they officially signed former Rams tight end Kendall Blanton, who is actually a Blue Springs, Missouri native and the son of Jerry Blanton, who was the Chiefs linebacker from 1979 to 1985, which I found to be a pretty cool little fact. Blanton is 25, and in 2021, he appeared in 11 regular season games, starting 2, and started in the Super Bowl against the Bengals as well. And this is the guy the Chiefs tried to claim off of waivers a couple weeks ago, but was denied by the Commanders, who scooped him up and cut him a week later. Little losers. So now he is officially in the fold, returning home and maybe following in his father's footsteps of playing with the Kansas City Chiefs. And then the 16th man that the Chiefs signed to their practice squad is actually another linebacker, Cole Christiansen. What a nice first name, Cole. I like that. And the reason I assume they are bringing in another linebacker is for more depth on the practice squad. Once Elijah Lee is activated to the 53-man roster, Christiansen spent the last 2 seasons on the Chargers practice squad, playing in a few games when activated, recording 3 whole tackles on special teams. Nice. And while he's mainly known for his special teams ability, he did have a standout game in the Chargers preseason finale against the Saints, recording 9 tackles and a sack. So, nice freaking work, Cole Christiansen, and welcome to the Chiefs practice squad. What did you guys think about today's video? Are you satisfied for now with the practice squad signings? What are your thoughts on Bart Scott saying the Chiefs aren't making it to the playoffs? Lastly, let me know your thoughts on Tua's weak little arm and anything else you have your mind on from this video in the comments down below, and we will fight about it down there. Trust me, I'm here for all the freaking smoke. Make sure to leave a bearded comment or super thanks to be featured in an upcoming vid. Sub and like for more, whatever that was, and then check out this video here, pew pew, which is actually my live stream from last night in which I officially hit 20,000 subs live on stream. Just go to the 3-hour and 18-minute mark to watch my reaction. And until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go. How about those?